And the Lemmy, you know, he left the end of 2015.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. People keep throwing Lemmy in there.
See, but that's the thing. That's how much it hurts.
That is, you know what? Lemmy actually counts from this point forward. That's just Lemmy.
Every year at the Grammys, Lemmy's gone.
We just like to take a moment of silence for Lemmy.
Well, you know, because they say like now we can do whatever we want.
Yeah, yeah. We'll take a moment of silence for Lemmy and then half a moment of silence for his mole. That's how it'll work.
I don't know. The mole was very important.
The only thing I wanted to see is during his funeral, I just wish that they showed like one gigantic stadium and it was nothing but all the bitches that he fucked.
No shit.
Because
you couldn't find a stadium big enough, that motherfucker.
No, let's set the record straight right here, right now. There's a lot of rock stars out there who have fucked more women than you have ever jacked off to on the internet. But Lemmy managed to fuck. Lemmy fucked twice as many.
He did.
Just remember that, and that's and he did it while downing like double fisting 2 things of fucking Jack Daniels and was just railing bitches because that's and then after that he had his fucking bass with him and then played that too because I mean it's what the fuck else?
If you have a female relative, just mention Lemmy sometime. She'll get really quiet and awkward. Be like, well, there was that one summer.
Keep in mind, a couple of the deaths that happened this year, the women, were probably because Lemmy wasn't around to fuck them and resuscitate them with his magnum opus that he had in his fucking pants. So
and Lemmy did all that. Lemmy did a lot of that fucking when he had diabetes and his dick didn't work right. He was still like, fuck that shit.
It totally did. I'd like to think that even the head of his dick was the Motorhead symbol. It makes sense to me. Like that's where they got the idea from. It just makes sense. And I like one of the people that died this year, Florence Henderson. That was a big fucking bummer. I like to think that like I want to imagine that she totally banged Lemmy too. But I want to imagine her on the set of the Brady Bunch, and it makes so much more sense.
The only reason I'm okay with Lemmy dying is I know now there's this perpetual Austin Powers 3 routine going on in heaven where God meets Lemmy and is like, oh, nice to mow you. Oh, nice to meet you, Mo. I mean, oh.
It's was it? Didn't they end up? Wasn't his funeral?
Man. It's gonna be interesting when Lemmy meets Margaret Thatcher. I just want to.
Wasn't his funeral in January?
Yeah, because I think he died right after Christmas. So it's how quick can you get a funeral together?
I think that's why a lot of people had lumped it in, is because it was at such the tail end of December, and then to start off the year, it's like Lemmy passed. That's how everybody rang.
That's true. And that had more paparazzi than a fucking British royal wedding.
Yeah.
Well, it was just everything.
You had a lot of big names there, even though Motorhead was never like huge. You had Dave Grohl there, and you had Triple H there, and you had like bigger kind of people who.
You notice all people that were in the Lemmy movie from earlier in the year.
It's true.
Well, it does say
that was a very complex promotional marketing scheme. That's what that was. Lemmy's like, I'll get your movie off the ground. I'll die, and then he died, and then the movie was huge.
You know what? If you're gonna time it right.